Okay, we'll just do that for now.
Telling all your friends the party never ends. Knockem dead. Knockem dead. Comedy show. I'm gonna get my sticks. The mic is live and clear for you and all to hear. Knockem dead. Knockem dead. Comedy show.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony and Sally on the Knockem Dead radio show. They're gonna keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie.
3-2 to Mookie Wilson. Little roller up along first, behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Hello, Tony. Mookie Wilson here, 1986 Mets. How you doing? Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, that Knockem Dead comedy radio, man. I miss you. I wish I was still up there, man. But I'll wait till it warm up a little bit, and hopefully this year things will be a little bit better, man. But when we're talking about comedy, hey, the early years of Mets was a lot to laugh about. You had to make a lot of comedy off those guys. Hey, hope to see you guys during the summer, and hopefully get back on the show, man, at some point in time during the course of the year, all right? All right? Yeah, fine. Contact me, man. All right, Tony. Talk to you later.
I'm the champion of the world, and nothing can be done about that. I can't be beat. and I won't be beat. Hey, sucker! Back all you bums! You finished! You through! You washed up! I'm the baddest in the world! I want a shot at the title. Balboa got the guts to meet me in the ring or anywhere else. My whole life been directed towards the title and nothing else. I live alone and I train alone. I win the title alone. I want him. He can't duck me forever. He can run, but he can't hide. No, I don't hate Balboa, but I pity the fool, and I will destroy any man who tries to take what I got. No.
It's happening. It's on. We're doing this.
Like Donkey Kong.
Exactly.
Not to be too much of a member of my generation.
See, nostalgia. You can't do it.
I can't get away from it.
That's right.
But we just need to recognize it.
Hi, everybody. It's the Knockem Dead Comedy Show here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast, Twitch channel. Thanks for joining us. You see it right there above my head. Please follow or subscribe, whatever you do on Twitch. I think it's follow. And then share the link all over the place. And we appreciate the support. We appreciate you guys joining us here today. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us. It's Friday. It is the 16th. It's the weekend. I'm excited because it's my last weekend of playing Santa Claus.
Last weekend?
It's the last weekend of playing Santa Claus.
Good.
So, yeah.
Do you think that you would do it again?
I honestly don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, it might take a couple of weeks to kind of decompress and be like, right on.
Yep. Because it's, and I know I sound like a bit of a wimp, but
totally,
I miss
all the time.
Well, yeah,
I'm happy you hear it,
or even more so.
You hear what we all hear. Thank God.
Hello, New York girl. Twitch. You want people to subscribe. If Twitch allows them to at this point, you get money if they do. All right, so it's following right now. So right now we're just getting followers. Once you hit a certain amount of followers, then they can subscribe.
Oh, neat.
And that's when you start making a little bit of money. Yes. Good morning to you two there. Yes, thank you, New York girl, for that info. New York girl, you have an assignment. We're on until 12:30. Find us somebody we can raid today when we're ending the show. And I don't know if we have time, I might try to test the Zoom. I told my brother to be on the ready. We might test the Zoom out because the last time we used Zoom, we could hear. Could we hear them? But you guys couldn't. I forget now if even we could hear them. But, yeah, we couldn't figure out the audio. All right, ready if you are, says Frank. Yeah, nice. We're going to see.
Do you want to talk to your brother before he loses his thumb?
So yeah, the New York girl says you need Discord to use Twitch instead of Zoom. What?
Discord must be an app. Is that some sort of app?
Oh, to use instead of Zoom. Oh, and we could. What? But I thought Discord was just like similar to a group chat.
Well, I thought Discord was this dragon in My Little Pony Friendship is Magic who messes everything up.
Oh, is that his name?
That's one of them, yeah.
Oh. Frank says hi to New York girl. I don't know if Frank knows who New York girl is.
The New York Giants is the way he wrote that.
Yeah, right.
Hey, New York Giants. I also would like to back up Frank in saying hey to the New York Giants.
Oh, he does know who it is. Okay, cool.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so New York girl, yeah, I thought Discord was like a group, some kind of group chat. There's video involved? And there's way to show the video on Twitch? All right, well, I reached out to Stephanie the other day because I haven't seen her in a couple of months. I told her, I got to get you back in here to teach me some more stuff.
Yeah, you do.
Well, on Twitch.
We'll see if Tony can take 2 fingers.
I could take a thumb.
Yeah,
I'm actually a little nervous because Andy showed me his thumb today when he got here. His thumb is a lot bigger than mine. Only his thumb. That's the only thing that's bigger.
Well, big
his mustache is bigger.
I don't know.
It means big thumbs.
It means gloves go inside out when you take them off. It's so annoying.
So I have a feeling I'm going to get my ass kicked.
Your thumb kicked.
I'm going to get my thumb kicked. Were you proud of me? When I wrote today on Facebook.
I did.
Let's get ready to thumble.
Because I went off of like this because I wanted to do something with the studio to rhyme kind of like the Rumble in the Jungle.
Oh.
So I was like, I looked at all these different, but then I settled on the mustachio in the studio. It was going to be
Susu Studio in the studio. I have no idea.
It's funny. One of my favorite comic book characters hates that song. Hates Phil Collins in general, but Susu Studio really sends him over the edge.
Like this goes on in one of the comic books. Like he hates Phil Collins.
Yeah. His name's Ambush Bug. It started out in the 80s. Well, he didn't start out in the 80s. He started out as like a serious villain for Superman, but then Keith Geffen, who's this great writer, took up the character, did this miniseries that was hilarious, and it was like that. Like he was at a karaoke bar, and somebody started doing Susu Studio, and it just sent him into like a blind rage.
Well, I can understand that. That song has not aged well. That song was stupid, but Phil Collins has a lot of great tunes.
Yeah, well, Keith Geffen's actually a huge fan of Phil Collins. He just thought it would be funny if somebody. Kind of like the dude in
fucking Eagles.
I hate the fucking Eagles.
All right, so all right. In regards to the thumb, look how big that thing is. Look at this. Look at this. Holy crap! Your thumb is Schwarzenegger. Mine's DeVito. So, all right. So, do we need to discuss the background? As to why we're having this?
No, I don't. I actually don't think so because it wasn't even like a real thing. So all I know is I heard yesterday when Santa Tim Claus was here, or Timmy Claus, whatever.
Hilarious, by the way.
Tim Thompson is a gem. Like truthfully, like I'm gonna make it really uncomfortable for him. Especially, I really hope he's watching. You're great, Tim. You really are. You're fantastic. I love everything that you do. Well, most of what you do. And
in comedy.
Yeah, I guess. And is that what he does? But he seriously, if you ever see that Tim Thompson is going to be somewhere, please go see him. Please enjoy, because he is hilarious.
Yeah, he really is.
So.
Yep. All right. So, all right. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, all right. We don't have to go into the background of.
No, it's just Tony basically challenged me to a.
It was Tim's idea, yeah.
Oh, it was Tim's idea. I'd say that's it. Kept going in and out. I was like I said, I was like in transit, and every time it would come to, they're going to talk about me, it would freeze, and I would be, God, no! And I'm like speeding up. I'm going down Nichols Road, trying to go as fast as I can to get to the next place where I would get reception.
What? Oh, Fremder. Oh, you know what? Fremder might be right.
Nice.
I think it was his idea. He's made a comment about it, but I think then Thompson was like kind of pushing it. I think, yeah, forgive me.
Way to own it, Andy. That's don't let Tony whitewash or Tim wash this bit.
No, whitewash is right because Fremder's racist. So that
that's
works.
true.
Fremder will be here next Friday with us.
He better be.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous. And you're both bringing your guitars.
I'll bring my guitar.
You're gonna butcher up some Christmas songs.
I haven't attempted any Christmas songs since last year when you insisted that I bring my guitar and fucking mangle.
So you'll be playing a nice slow Christmas tune, and then Fremder will be like wailing like James Hetfield or something. I don't know. That was the first name that came to my head. I have no idea.
Yngwie Malmsteen.
No, now you're talking. Yeah. So all right. So we don't have to get into it, but yes. So thank you, Andrew Fremder, for the idea. Yeah. I am going to lose severely
because that's how dead inside we are. We need ideas like this from outside.
Pretty much.
Thank you.
Whatever will bring.
And so, if you saw the intro, you saw the videos I made last night to hype up. And if you don't, go to my Facebook, and I have a ton of them. Or I know I tagged Tony in a bunch of it, so you could probably go to his page also if you're
hilarious.
If I've blocked you, which is very fucking possible because you people are cretins.
Well, you can go back and watch the beginning of this video. I played all 4 of them. So if you don't have access to Andy's Facebook page, all right. So we're gonna get to the thumb wrestle in a little while. We're not doing it just yet. Which might be a good idea, because if I get severely beat, you might have to do the last.
Yeah, you may not be able to work the board.
Yeah, you may have to do the last 28 minutes, on your own.
20. That's funny. You think it's going to take 2 minutes?
I know. I was going to say 20 minutes at first. I'm like, no, it's a long freaking time.
No, it's 29:50. The last 29:50.
Probably. Well, we'll have to discuss this, because I don't even know the rules of thumb wrestling.
Okay, I do want to. There's a couple of things that we used to do in camp that are really frowned upon. One of them is the sneak attack, which is to take this finger and go like sweep the leg essentially,
right,
and bring it down. The other thing is
you're not supposed to use any other fingers.
Right, but then there's hiding behind the rock is what my brother and I called it.
Okay.
It's where you go down here because
Ooh.
Now this should be allowed, but only for 2 seconds.
Okay.
So the second that you go down here, 1 1,000, 2 1,000, otherwise you lose.
Okay.
Okay.
But you're allowed to do it more than once.
Yeah.
You just can't stay there more than 2 seconds.
Just can't stay there. You need to. I'm not going to go too far because I'm going to give away some of
your moves.
Oh God, I have fucking.
Like it matters.
I got crazy fucking. I not only went to camp, I was also a camp counselor, so I fucking annihilated the children who were under my care.
Deservedly so.
Slaps is another one that I am.
Slaps?
You never played slaps? That's where like.
Oh yeah. Yes.
And especially like you have to play with penalties because otherwise there's no. Do you know what penalties are? So like if you pull your hands back,
yeah, that's a penalty. Oh, then you get like a free slap or something.
You have to put your hands out like this, and then I get a free whichever side I want to make you suffer for. And I used to fuck up these kids bad, like 10-year-olds. I would just be like kids crying. I'm like, I'm sorry. Don't tell anybody.
Oh my goodness.
And I would get actually the other kids on my side to be like, yeah, don't be a pussy. Don't be a pussy and tell on him.
Yeah.
Like, Angie's the only cool counselor here.
And you were like 15 or something?
Hair. Yeah. Like goatee at 15.
Really?
Long hair. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I wore like these rose. I intentionally got rose tinted glasses. Like when my dad one year took me to get glasses, I was like, rose tint, the max, the 20%. So.
The sneak attack is an old war tactic that derived from the finger bang, says Fremder. Yeah, I'll allow that one. They weren't going to let that one through.
That's finger bang. It's like it highlights the part that they're like, that might not be great. I would like to learn the color significance of the everybody's like name is lit up in different colors.
Yeah, I have no idea what that's about.
Maybe Fremder's red because it's like, you might not want
because he's red flagged all the time.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, New York Girl and Frank, they're the same color.
They're green. Everything's so green.
Everything's very Christmas. You have red and green.
I just humped and I'm ready to. I just did it. I'm ready to do it again. Hump, death, hump.
Oh, there's a setting where you can choose what color you want. But I didn't. And if you don't manually change it,
because
like how does it decide what color each person is?
Each time I'm different. Like
yes, I've noticed that.
I mean,
and you're the only one.
Well, I also have 3 different actual accounts.
Oh, so it depends. But whichever account you're using is always the same color.
No.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying. Like it changes.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You're the only one that changes, though. Everybody else stays the same. Like Fremder's always red. New York Girl is always this greenish, like fluorescent green.
I hate when people call that yellow.
I almost did.
You know, but because I'm always like, oh, that's fluorescent green, and people are like, no, it's yellow. It's happened my whole life, and I'm like, all right, fuck you. Like, you know what I'm talking about. Like, I'm referencing that shirt.
Yeah.
Because I had an Ocean Pacific half shirt.
To go along with
your the early mid 80s, like 83, 84.
I remember. I wore them too. Because I was thin, I could wear them.
Yeah.
Fremder, I choose red because my hair is red, and yes, they match the drapes. Ugh.
No, they match the carpet. You just fucking lost
true.
the.
Yes, you're right.
The haha out of that.
You blew the joke.
Yeah, you did. Well, nobody should be surprised about that. Fremder loves blowing jokes.
His guitar playing will be better than his jokes. I think.
I imagine. I mean, they would have to be, wouldn't they?
True. Yeah, that's a good point. So, all right. So I'm a little late on the segue because I'm big on segues. But you mentioned comic
Free
books.
Association Friday.
You mentioned comic books and Superman. Shazam 2.
Captain Marvel. His real name's Captain Marvel, by the way.
Well, true.
Fucking hate that. Fuck Marvel.
The Flash, Aquaman 2, all will be coming out in 2023, but it is the last films of the current DC universe. You heard this?
Yeah.
After that, they're starting over. Batman Beyond has been canceled.
That's sad.
Batman 3, was that Batman Beyond?
No, that wouldn't be because
okay.
Batman Beyond, the guy who is actually Batman, is not Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne is very old. Walks with a cane, like his body is completely fucking worthless.
Right.
But he is in contact with this kid who wears this suit that has a lot of the gadgets built.
Well,
in.
right, but because Batman 3 was supposed to be Michael Keaton, so maybe.
Well, no, that was supposed to be Flashpoint. That was the Flash movie. He was not.
Right. No, which is still coming out.
Yeah.
But apparently there was also going to be a Batman 3 with Keaton.
Oh, like Tim Burton world?
I guess so, yeah.
Well, it would be Batman.
Either way, it's now that is now
or
canceled too.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have read further. I'm answering my own question. Batman Beyond would have been Keaton's Batman mentoring a younger Batman.
Right.
So they're both the same movie. Okay. Ben Affleck's Batman has been cut from Aquaman 2.
That's sad because he actually was a decent.
I didn't like him.
See, he actually embodied though Robert Pattinson, the Batman,
Fantastic.
is an amazing movie. It goes beyond any superhero movie. I claim that it is the best superhero movie of all time.
No kidding.
Because it is not a Batman movie. It is. But it's incidental that it's Batman. It is a thriller.
Okay.
Of and he just happens to be the detective. Could be just some Southern woman with a limp is the fucking detective. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
It is truly it is a psychological thriller that that just happens to be Batman, but it being Batman amps it up in Pattinson and how aggressive they make him.
Yeah.
In his and also how fallible they make him about him getting his ass kicked left, right, and center.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what happens to Batman. That's what's so sad about in the movies because they always have Batman just be he doesn't change.
Well, the last guy that played him,
Matthew McConaughey. No, my God.
the last guy
before Affleck.
Yeah.
Affleck. Clooney?
No. More recent. Batman, the Dark Knight, all that.
Oh, yeah. Christian Bale.
Christian Bale,
Sorry,
thank you. They touched upon that kind of stuff in his movies.
They did, but he remains... storytelling, just in general, is better when you do all of the things you're supposed to do in storytelling, which is that the main character changes over time. Batman movies suffer from everybody just finds out Batman's right. You know what I'm saying? That he's... Yes, Batman was right the entire time.
Yeah, okay.
In most superhero movies is
but there was still a lot of conflict in the Christian Bale movies.
Don't get me wrong,
to the point where he retires at the end.
Those were the best before but the Batman, because it's so dark, it was, and I've said this for years, I think they could have several people playing Batman basically at the same time because you have at least four titles that have Batman in them regularly, and they're different artists, so he looks different.
Yeah.
In each one of them. So, and he's written slightly differently. There are some things that they have to stick by.
Right.
But you can have put out one-off movies. You don't need sequels and whatever. Have the Killing, make a real Killing Joke movie, and have that be a completely different Batman.
Sure.
Make a Dark Knight. Make Batman Beyond, completely different Batman. You don't need to go back to Michael Keaton. Is there a nostalgia associated with that?
I
There are people
loved
that are
Michael
going to go
Keaton.
only because it's Michael Keaton. Maybe.
I love that. I love those two movies that he did. Love them.
I think they could they could just like throw as much shit against the wall and see what sticks.
Yeah.
And see which Batman it actually ends up being, and not just go one at a time and only pick a big name.
Right. No, you're right.
Do like Robert Pattinson. That's Batman Year 2 essentially. There was a comic Batman Year 1 that was an amazing comic, and the Batman borrows very heavily from that first run of Batman Year 1.
That's going to be just like Keaton. This is a major boost for Pattinson's career, because I think he was mostly just known as the Twilight guy prior to this.
Well, I think
just like Keaton was, like the silly guy.
Well, he had done a good job of deconstructing that over the years.
Yes,
but this was great for him.
He wasn't. He was deconstructing it, but not fully. He was still
to older
that
people.
guy. Right.
Because a lot of those movies were very independent movies that were only for specific audiences. That
he did it right.
I didn't. Right. I didn't watch a lot of those movies, but I knew he was in all these movies. And the same thing with that Kristen chick. The only one who didn't is the guy who was the werewolf, the Kristen, who was the Bella in the Twilight movies. I never saw them.
Oh, Kristen Stewart. Yeah.
She deconstructed herself also very well.
Yes.
Out of that. But the fucking werewolf guy has all but disappeared.
Right.
Which shows you,
that's
a
right.
mile wide and an inch deep. But
right. Yeah. You're right. Yeah. So I think this is a good thing. And I agree. It is a fantastic movie.
I like that they're resetting it because
Me too.
it happens
The
in
movies-
comics often. They took much too dark of a tone.
And there was too much information in a lot of these movies.
And it was great because I know I often talk about My Little Pony, but my daughters were very into My Little Pony
when
for
they
a while.
rebooted that.
It's phenomenal. No, it was
When
Friendship
they got
is
rid
Magic.
of Lindsay Wagner and brought in, I don't know, somebody. I don't know. I'm being stupid.
I can't believe you would say that Lindsay Wagner was somebody who
Needed to be replaced?
Yeah.
Not in my book.
Tara Strong. What a fucking voice actress. That lady's everywhere.
Who's that? Is that My Little Pony?
She does a couple of the characters in My Little Pony, but she also does I believe Starfire in Teen Titans, and she's just in a lot of stuff.
Okay.
But in one of the My Little Pony comics, there was a frame I was reading, kind of, you go through just to make sure there's nothing too crazy in it.
You have to check My Little Pony comics?
A few years ago when they were like younger.
Really?
And yeah, just in case. You never know. Plus, I love comics. And in the background, there was some sort of spell that made them all dumb.
My Little Pony was doing the bony. Sorry. There was something in the background.
No. Please go on. But in the background, one of the ponies is saying to the other pony, like, "Wait, both of their mothers were named Martha? That's so stupid." And it's a shitting on Batman versus Superman.
Ah.
Because that's like the most important part. It's kind of like we've talked about before, Kevin Costner's Robin Hood movie. They didn't trust him to give the speech at the end. Well, they had not thought out Batman versus Superman enough to figure out why they would stop fighting.
Right.
So, wait a second, guys. Did you know that both of their mothers are named Martha? That'll be it. That'll be it, because everybody's mother.
And then high-fiving. We did.
Ah.
My Little Pony doing drugs and getting all stony.
Yeah. All right.
I'm making him mad.
Yeah, not only, your thumb is going to fucking, I'm going to take this all out on your thumb. Just know that. Henry
Cavill's Superman has been cut from The Flash.
It's so stupid because he's a really good Superman.
Yeah, you think?
Right, dude, he did what they asked him to do.
Yeah.
He was very charismatic. He's got that likability. He's got that Superman vibe to him that he's like, no, that's like a perfect guy. Like, even like as a Boy Scout kind of
a
vibe and everything. And that's actually a difficult thing to pull off. I'm not a huge Superman fan because I don't believe in the all-powerful character. I'm not interested in the all-powerful characters
Right.
struggle with always doing the right thing. Like I told my daughters the other day, it was last night. I said, yeah, Batman. Oh, because they were talking about difficult words and what's on the board. It's a principle versus principle.
Oh, okay.
Right? And so Daphne's like, so principal is the guy who's in charge of or woman who's in charge of the school.
That's your pal.
And so she goes, yeah, but what's a principle? And I'm like, a principle is like something you decide to live up to or to follow. Like Batman's principle is he won't kill people. And she's like, oh. I said, he'll beat them to a bloody pulp.
Right.
But he won't kill them. And he won't use a gun. So...
Well, unless you're Ben Affleck.
If you go back to the original Batman, he carried a gun. The original Batman comics.
Really?
Yeah, in the 1940s. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. No, it's something that developed, and they tried to retcon and like make everybody. Oh, you do not remember.
Right.
This is not the gun. Batman doesn't use a gun. Shh. Batman doesn't use a gun. Shh. Move along.
They've also canceled Wonder Woman 3.
That's kind of sad because I hope
they
was a
keep
really
her.
great. She's a really great. That's another thing.
She's a great Wonder Woman.
It's like you read it in the comics and you push your own shit onto it. And this is why geeks are horrible people, because they all have their, comics were like their friend.
Yes.
And so now you're making a movie. Well, sorry, it's not going to be your friend in the movie. Like what's in your head.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be somebody else's interpretation.
Right.
So shut the fuck up. Like I hate the geek community because they'll flame it. They'll flame things before they come out. Now they have done good work.
Yes.
Like Sonic.
Okay.
Sonic the Hedgehog. Did you see the original?
The Jim Carrey movie? No.
No. The original animation. It is a Jim Carrey movie,
Which I heard was good, but I never saw it.
It is, but the original like Sonic drawing was it was creepy and horrible.
Oh, yeah?
And when they put it out in teaser previews, people freaked the fuck out.
Oh, no kidding.
And they got them to change it and make Sonic look more like Sonic from the video game.
Okay.
Because it had like human teeth, the original one, and like the nose was like longer in a way, but thinner, and it just looked like a pedophile.
Oh.
So, which I know you're disappointed that they did that, but
I'm just curious why they're
because you're such a huge Little Rascal fan. I couldn't write that fast enough. I'm going to tell you right now. He's like, what do they call like Barry Manilow? Very famously,
Yeah.
I know this because my mother is a Manaloony. That is the unofficial or the official fan club of Barry Manilow.
Oh, I thought it was Fanilow.
No,
It's
Manaloonies.
Manaloonies.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
And my brother, when we were kids, he's a huge Star Trek fan, and would
What are they called? Tribbles?
Trekkies.
Oh, right. Yeah, of course.
Except my brother one day, I'm like, well, you're a fucking Trekkie, and he's like, I am not a Trekkie, I am a Trekker. I am not one of these crazy people who, and I'm like, no, you're actually just as crazy because you've decided that there's a difference.
Right.
And you've drawn a line somewhere. And if you've thought about it that much, that makes you more of a fucking crazy person than the people who dress up.
I'm taking your brother's side on this, and I'll tell you why. Because as you know, I'm a big music guy. I geek out with like basically classic rock bands. And I hate the first time I ever went, the first Beatle I ever saw in concert was Ringo, right? And I went to a Ringo show. It was 1989. I'm at Jones Beach. Right in front of me was this guy who had, I mean, it looked like the real thing. He had the the costume that John Lennon had for Sgt. Pepper.
Sgt. Pepper, sure.
And this guy was like singing his heart out, and he was like in heaven. He had the round glasses, and I'm like, no, that to me crosses the line.
No, it's somebody who's really enjoying and has.
I know, like the Comic Cons, they all dress up. And
Yeah,
stuff.
like this.
But to me, it's too much.
I've never thought that anybody who goes full board. One of my brother's frenemies from growing up, his name is Paul Demizio, And
Hate that guy.
yeah, no, it ended up like this guy was like super stalker to my brother.
Oh wow.
But he ended up getting married and having a full Starfleet marriage, like where they all dressed up and everything. I have no problem with that. Tony Landolfi. I forgot what they dressed up as.
Oh,
He
did
and
they
his wife.
dress up as something?
They did a dress up, not like too deep or anything, but it's like it's charming. Like like who cares? Like it's a celebration.
No, something like that. I'm with you.
But like if a guy's going to you get to see a Beatle, no matter how much you dedicate yourself, that you go to every time you can see a Beatle. But I think it's kind of great because you got to think there's a level of dementia that like Ringo's like, I get by with a little, oh my God, it's John. You know what I'm saying? Like the light just hits him right that he's kind of glowing a little bit. That would be so fucking great. Like, then we find out that Ringo actually killed him. Like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hire that guy to kill you. I wanted him to kill Yoko.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, no, of course. Because nobody wanted Lennon to die.
No.
Except for
Yoko.
Yeah.
And I do think, what's that girl's name? Gail?
Gail King?
Wonder Woman.
Oh, Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot. Gal Gadot.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought she was very good. So maybe they cancel Wonder Woman 3, but maybe they'll hold on to her.
I would like to see them Cavill, just give them a different. But I also know like they have marketing in a way they don't want to have any kind of like feel to like anybody to like confuse.
True.
Which listen, Star Trek did a fantastic job of retconning their whole thing by making that whole time thing in that first reboot movie they did several years ago, like 20 years ago at this point. That was fantastic and such a great idea, and Flashpoint could actually do that because also that guy Ezra Miller is a fucking nut job.
Yeah,
and he fucked himself. But they can use Flashpoint to completely reset everything,
right,
and still have some of the same actors and use other different actors. But I don't know if anybody's willing to put in that kind of effort to do that. Because then, like Green Lantern, they didn't do Green Lantern right.
Right.
There's a whole Parallax Green Lantern story that they could do that could also.
They haven't done much right at all, which is very disappointing. I was a DC guy as a kid more than Marvel.
Same.
I would love to see them get this right.
I think they need to start on the outside, because like Guardians of the Galaxy, which is a ripoff of Omega Men, that was a DC property. Dude, Omega Men was amazing, and if they could like go and do that, because it's all and make it a fucking cartoon, because it's all like crazy aliens and everything. Do that,
yeah,
and just have it on the periphery. And then slowly put yourself into some of the big DC crossover stories that they did through the 80s. Of very real things. There was one that they did where they turned everybody against the superheroes. And much like with the whole idea of like Fox News versus MSNBC, where they just villainize. They use there's one guy who's actually works for Darkseid, or Darkseid. It depends on where you come from and how you pronounce that. But he has these persuasive powers, and he comes down and just starts giving all these speeches, talking about how horrible the fucking superheroes are.
Oh, really? Yeah.
And all common people,
the common folk,
yes, the plebes, if you will, then they turn against the superheroes, and they actually attack them in some cases. Like some of the non-powered, like Blue Beetle, the second Blue Beetle, which is one of my favorite characters of all time.
Speaking of Ringo.
That thumb. I'm going to bronze it. I'm going to take it home.
I've lost bigger things, man. I'm not worried about it.
I don't know about that.
Well, the Joker. So Joker 2 is still coming out. Which they
Well, that's like sort of parallel universe kind of thing, and that's that same concept that I think and, they don't need him to be Joker in something where he's fighting the Batman.
And that's exactly what this is saying. The Joker and the Batman will continue with their sequels, but they won't be connected to anything.
They shouldn't
in the universe. So Aquaman 2 will come out, and that's where it's all going to end.
The way you say Aquaman,
Aquaman,
Aqua. You keep on saying Aquaman.
No,
Back me up, Fremder.
Aquaman.
No, you keep on saying.
I was saying Aquaman.
Aquaman.
Really?
Yeah.
Because in my head I'm hearing Aquaman.
Fremder, you're the only person.
I believe you. Is he really?
No.
Oh.
But
no, he's not. Thank goodness.
Definitely pronouncing it wrong. He says. Right. Thank you.
Oh, all right. Sorry.
No, not badly.
Aquaman.
But what it reminds me of, in this being Free Association Friday, is my daughter Charlotte says Washington.
Oh, I used to do that. In fact, I still kind of do.
She also says theater.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Theater.
And I'm like, we watch too much goofy cartoons. Yeah, well, let's go wash our socks. Yeah.
My mother used to make fun of me because I used to say, "Yeah, I got to go do the wash or Washington." My mother, in between the beatings, and she would just make
the
fun
alcoholic
of me.
rages.
Yeah, but I think I
Don't
said
cry.
I think I'm saying it that way because you're hitting you've warped my mouth from hitting me so much. Let's see. Because of Flashpoint, DC was able to get away with having so many different Batmans. Robert Pattinson's Batman was a masterpiece. The Pattinson Batman takes place after the year one movie, which was a cartoon.
Right.
What
it's
you
year
were saying
two
before.
Batman.
Right.
Yeah.
Fremder says his Batman collection is insane.
Cool.
Bring some of it with you next week.
Yeah, I don't. It's funny. I'll pick up stuff every now and then, but I'm not somebody who particularly. The guy who produces Joe Winchell's podcast, his name's Chris Silva. He's a graphic artist, phenomenal artist.
He actually has a producer?
Yeah. Well,
how did he do that?
Well, because it's one of his buddies, and he's a techie and really into all this shit. But if you watch any of Winchell's podcasts, you'll see in the background some of his collection, and he's got an intense Batman collection.
Really?
Fremder, if you ever want to check out Joe Winchell, the Millennial Stoners, his podcast, but it's
Fremder's getting mad that we're talking about superheroes when he's
no,
not
I
here.
know, I saw that.
We could do more of it next week.
Please, like I can't not talk about it again.
Right, exactly. So bring in some of your Batman stuff next week, and we'll talk about it.
I'll bring in my Daredevil Hot Wheels or Matchbook car. Matchbox car. It's pretty cool.
Should I pick a day where I bring in some of my rarest CDs?
Yeah, like a Monday sometime. Sounds like a really good fucking idea. I mean, just keep it in your car in case Fat Jay and Dan
yeah, for the days they don't show up.
Have to go work for a living.
Well, speaking of guests, actually, Monday I think Cassandra's coming back in to fill us in on that whole situation.
I hope it worked out for them.
Yes. Although actually, I'll have to go back and check my text. I might have one update. Tuesday, I think at least Jay so far has committed to coming in.
Okay.
Hopefully Dan is too. Next Thursday,
they both should be committed.
Well, true. Well, yeah. Next Thursday, Laura Patton and Marla Schultz are coming in, which I'm very excited about. I
remember when Marla was starting.
Oh,
because that was years ago.
Yeah, like mid to late 90s, right?
I would say mid 90s.
Yeah,
because I remember seeing her and just being like,
me too.
Like, somebody this gorgeous cannot be this funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is the most unfair thing I think I've ever seen in my life.
Absolutely, and still,
still
gorgeous.
Rocking it.
Yeah.
And Laura Patton being my
your new bestie.
My new bestie, yes. Though that was funny because my wife did have a small procedure, and she was the first comic to say, because I couldn't do a bunch of things. These people invited me to do certain things, and I was like, oh, I can't because my wife's having surgery.
What exactly did Laura invite you to?
I think it was about what day of the week, like what Friday. I think last Friday she was available.
Oh, okay.
But she only wanted to come in if I was going to be here.
Mm-hmm.
And so, after Jay and Dan fucking did Jay and Dan things.
I know they abused the shit out of her.
But she was like something about. She goes, yeah, gender the gender reassignment surgery is a long recovery, and I'm like, you would know. I'm like, please don't do this.
Please don't do this.
Because I like you, and I don't do roasting very well. Like I could probably, and I said to her even, I was like, I notice I did not mention your husband because I don't want to like civilians. I don't want civilians to get.
So that's next Thursday, Laura and Marla, and then Friday I'll be sandwiched between the two Andys.
Yeah, you will.
Then it's Christmas. Tuesday, so I'm going to do 2 shows that following weekend. Of course, if you're around at all, I'm going to do Tuesday and Thursday, the week in between Christmas and New Year's. And on the 27th, I don't know if Jay and Dan are coming, but Roseanne Sorrentino is going to come in.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, which I'm excited about.
Well,
She's great.
I'm not going to step on anybody's toes either. No, I understand what you're saying, but I
But then that Thursday, and again, you're not stepping on toes, so come because it's going to be a fun one. Scott Baker and Will Sharon.
Now, Will, I know, but Scott Baker, I'm not.
Scott Baker, he's done stand up, but hardly, especially the past few years. He's more of a improv guy. Isaacson Baker. I don't know if that.
Oh yeah, no.
Al Isaacson.
Yeah.
The two of them, and I don't think they're working together anymore. I think now Scott Baker is working with Vinnie Mark, and they do a lot of improv stuff, and they're great. They perform regularly at Woodlock. Once in a blue moon, they'll play in the Giggle Room. Scott Baker, he produced his own TV show for a while where he played like an idiot cop. I forget what it was called. It was actually very good. I liked it a lot. Cop Rock. And then our buddy DB, when he was working on a pilot, remember it was Carrie Karavis and Scott Baker.
Oh, okay. I remember. That's where I've heard the name then.
Right.
It would be more from that.
Yeah. And then, but I think Scott Baker may have smartened up and stopped working with DB.
Well, I know that I have an unpopular opinion when it comes to.
I used to.
Any of that, which is like everybody is just trying to do whatever they can do. And I understand the optics of working with certain people for whatever reasons. I wasn't there for anything, though I believe everything that's happened.
Yeah.
I've seen the video.
Right.
But at the same time, like I think the Jesuits, dealing with a lot of Jesuits and St. Louis de Montfort order priests and nuns, has taught me that hey, there's no reason to completely abandon everybody.
Yeah.
Even if they do some pretty horrible things, but you should go in eyes wide open and understand that there may be repercussions for things that you do.
I'm with you 100%, and that was my attitude with him, and he was in some of my murder mysteries, and I thought he did a great job, but then it
can go too far, and he leans into it. That ends up becoming a sad. That's a sad thing.
No, and it wasn't. But I was just on the receiving end. He was getting on somebody for doing my show, for doing this show in here. I don't remember who it was.
Right.
And he said some negative things about the show, and I just reached out to him, and I was very nice about it. And I said, hey, look, if you want to have whatever your issue is with this person, and I really don't remember who it was. That's your business. I'm not getting involved. I said, but you're putting down my show. I said, I don't feel I deserve that. We've been friends. I said, I'm asking you nicely just to take it easy.
Right.
And I, honest to God, I tried to be that nice about it, and I didn't say anything negative. And then he came at me, gave me a dig, and then I did say to him, if you want to go down this road, I'll go down this road. But I really don't want to. And that was it. And then I was on the receiving end of some private bashing, like holy shit, like ridiculously over the top.
This is what I mean. This is where this is it. Excuse me. There's a certain like you can make mistakes in life. You can do bad things,
Yeah.
But you need to be contrite. Like, you need to recognize if there are bad things, own them, and
which he doesn't do.
Whatever you can to make amends, right? And that's what I'm saying. He'll lean into the bad guy role, which is sad because, like, you are going to miss out on opportunities because of that.
Right.
Now, he seems to be doing just fine.
Oh, yeah? I don't even know. He blocked me from everything, and you know what? I'm fine with that.
Right.
But, well, and that's the thing, too. When you're on the receiving end, yeah, you have to understand people make mistakes. There's issues. You know, I mean, I've had, there's some comedians I've had issues with who I like to think I'm fine with today. There are some that there might be one or two that I'm not fine with today. But the ones that I'm okay with now is because both sides talked it out, did the right thing, owned up to their mistakes. Right. But this guy, you get to a point where you try to chalk it up to somebody made a mistake, they had a bad day, whatever. But then if that
you
person
have enough bad days in a row,
when there's too many bad days, or when this person isn't owning up,
right,
you got to back off.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But that's why I'm saying what he lacks is that contrition end of things,
absolutely,
like the self-awareness, and whatnot.
I'm just going to come right out and say I do feel that guy, like, it's not just having an argument with somebody and you don't talk to each other anymore. Like, there's more to it with him.
No,
and it's a little.
A lot of comedians are very, I don't know, they hold grudges and they have their own ideas of how things went down.
Yeah, right.
And it's not at all the truth. We just had this with somebody, who freaked out.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then
is that still going on, by the way?
No, because we went to Billy had a show with this guy, was also on it. We were wondering if dude was going to show up. He showed up. We acted like, hey, what's happening? Because, dude, it's water under the bridge, over the dam, whatever the fuck.
Right.
Off the duck's back. I don't know what our obsession with fucking water is, but it's and he seemed to be okay with that, and he seems to have calmed down.
Okay, good.
Thank God.
Yeah, absolutely right.
Because not a horrible person, just a pathetic person.
So Fremder. So yeah, he's.
Oh, is he showing his?
Yeah. Well, first he said, he doesn't want to take his Batman stuff off the shelf because it's collectible stuff.
Right. It loses value the second it comes off the shelf. I can't get fingerprints on my fucking shit.
Wow. Yeah, he's not kidding. I mean, this is like wall to wall, like all up there.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is, but.
Well, it's a pearl. It's probably a pearl necklace that Batman's mom.
Oh. Joker, Penguin, Superman. Look at all these things. Holy crap! Look at the mask.
Yeah.
The belt. Wow. Yeah, there's some pretty
very cool stuff, man.
That's a lot of money too, right?
You know what? Chris Silva is very into the black and white, and from there, I know what I'm talking about. Those black and white models that they do with Batman, sort of the. It's all the different characters and
that freaky bat. That's scary.
Nice.
Fremder, is there anything that you can bring in? Or all right, let's do this. Take better pictures, get more close-up, and then send them to me, and we'll
do a collage.
We'll just show the pictures while we're talking.
We'll do what do you call it? A menage a trois with your stuff.
It's already bad enough sandwiched between two Andys.
Between two Andys. Yes.
Let's see. Okay.
All right. Hey, we're getting closer. It's 6 minutes out. To win Tony the Italian Stallion Walker Limper. Let's call him a limper.
The limper. Well, I did in the picture I posted. I said, Tony One Leg Walker versus Andy. I actually first I wrote Tony the Cripple Walker, and then I'm like, what do I say for Andy? And I couldn't come up with
You know what's
anything.
funny is my wife is always like, you gotta stop doing the stuff about his leg.
Why? Well, what's her reason?
Because she's a normal human being. She's not in comedy or any sort of performing art. She doesn't understand that the thing that makes us distinct are even if it's a like whatever, like it, but it makes us, it sets us apart from other people.
Right.
And so therefore, and when it gets brought up, it reinforces so people go, Tony Walker, I say Walker, I probably shouldn't say Walker. More of a stumbler, if you will, like controlled stumbling.
Controlled stumbling.
Stumbling with style.
Tony the Cripple Walker. Why didn't I think it? I should have wrote Andy the Heart Attack Plajanos.
Yeah.
I didn't even think
the Heart Attack Kid.
The Heart Attack Kid.
Heart
Attack, yak.
You ought to know by now.
Exactly.
I got you.
So all right. So 5 minutes out, should we do like one of these press conferences where we like trash talk and then
I
wreck
wish
the
we
place?
had somebody who like could. I know we could, but I would want it more in line and not have to be adjusting everything to have like the face to face. We should have come
scale.
in with robes. I actually almost brought my bathrobe to come in and
that would have been funny.
Like actually weigh ourselves. But ooh, fuck.
Yeah, right. Neither one of us are in shape for this.
Yeah, I might have lied. I wasn't in camp the whole time.
Or we just weigh our thumbs.
Yeah, I did go to White Castle. So that might affect. I guess this is now a non-sanctioned thumb wrestling.
Oh, so then there would be no rules.
There could be no rules.
Oh my!
But
goodness.
I don't think you want that because
I don't want that.
There's other things that there are other ones like no nuclear bomb. Nuclear bomb is actually. Oh. My brother and I played hard.
I see. I think I've thumb wrestled maybe 5 times my whole life. So,
because matter of fact, this whole sneak attack thing and going behind the rock, my brother would go behind the rock, and I came up with this sneak attack, and I would I would hold on to his thumb like that. Get over my thumb. No, this is bullshit. I'm like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and that's the other thing is we do go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and the whole time trying to get it. Stop fucking. I mean, he would do it to me too. Like it's not like I'm undefeated or anything like that. But
I'm so dead.
It was bad. That's what I'm saying. Like
These are the things you're sharing with me. I have no doubt that you got a bunch of stuff just waiting.
Well, that's what, like. Yeah. Like
I'm
you
dead.
guys stumbled, Fremder. It's your fault.
Yeah.
You guys stumbled into this. I'm like thumb wrestling. I can't believe I've never even talked about my thumb wrestling.
Well,
past.
fine. Next week, next Friday, Thunder.
Thunder.
Oh my
Thunder,
God.
when you hear Thunder.
Fremder takes on the champion. Whoever wins today.
You're lucky I cut my nails because that used to be a tactic also.
Oh.
You go like that and people go, and you're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, see, that's dirty.
But I cut my nails. Like you're acting like I didn't. These nails are cut.
Yeah, but cut nails.
But
cut nails are more sharp.
No, not after a couple of days. But this side you don't want to fuck with.
Oh yeah, look at that. You only cut one side.
Because I can, yeah. Well, a lot of it has to do with like playing guitar. Though usually I only cut this side and I don't cut this side. But this time I cut this side because I knew we were doing the thumb wrestling. So
it's good. It's usually the people usually don't cut their nails right either because they can just line up the coke. Yeah, right. They just
bump.
Yeah, I'll never forget the first.
This isn't a thumb wrestling match from the '80s, Tony. Our thumbs are doing heroin.
When I started at the phone company, the first because I had to do 6 or 8 weeks of training at the phone company, and the first instructor I had, he had a long pinky, and I was like, "What the hell is that?"
There was a busboy that worked at a place I worked at in Kings Park, who had like a fucking long thumbnail, and I'm like, I hope he's only doing coke for himself off of that.
Right.
Because it was long. It was like that.
I didn't know what it was. I was 22 years old when I started the phone company. I had no idea. I didn't know anything about anything.
Right.
And I was like, what? I remember I used to stare at it. I said, what's with this guy? What's with the nail?
Now, did you set up that camera for this?
I did set up that
right?
camera over there.
All right.
So
there it is.
There it is.
I hope everybody's getting ready. Start calling all your friends. Get them to.
So put your hand over there because I want to make sure that camera angle is even good. I set it up, but I don't know if that.
We'll also do the thing where the hand can't leave the table.
The fighting hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Is the fighting hand? What are you gonna fucking try to? don't think that I haven't fucking dealt with that.
Well, all right. Now grab. Yeah, that's perfect actually. So grab the headset from the couch so that we can. Yeah, so that way we can talk while we're doing this. All right, let me.
Right here.
Let me see. Is it that one? Yes. Okay. So you got that one.
I'm gonna take that away. So now we know right here at the.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're ready, right? It's 12:01.
12. All right. So it's 12 o'clock out by the
by that
Governor's
thing.
Standard Time.
All right. Now let me. Do me a favor. Grab that other headset on the mic on the couch. Oh. All right. Well.
All right. The phone call. Sure.
It's Fremder. So let's. I think that's.
I think actually this one's gonna be the better one to get for you. Or not.
Hold on a second, Fremder. Hold on.
I guess it's gonna have to be that one.
All right. So yeah. So come back. We're gonna take this call, and then we're gonna get it on.
You gonna get it.
Hello there, Andrew Fremder.
Thank you. I predict pain. I'm not gonna put the gold. This is gonna be a match, so I'm not gonna put the gold chains on it.
Alexa, stop.
So you're dressing. Oh, so you're going back to the Clubber Lang look for your thumb.
Well, I didn't know if I was going to, but now.
Fremder, what's your opinion on DC starting over?
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. I mean, I guess. I mean, maybe hopefully they can come out with some more solid movies that aren't really necessarily all over the place.
I'll draw my mustache. All right. Yeah. Oh well. I guess we'll save most of this for next week. I guess. But.
I should have brought a red marker for bloody Tony Walker thumb.
Okay. All right. Bye.
No. Oh. Okay. Bye.
All right. Thank you for the music, though. That actually.
Yes. That pumped me up. Yeah. I'm ready.
Was perfect.
I'm still here.
Oh shit.
We're not.
Thank God I didn't.
I just hung up on Fremder. I just hung up on him. All right, so yeah, so there you go. I got my my beard. It's the bald thumb with the beard. I should have brought a white marker for a white beard.
I'm doing this is straight up Mr. T because you know what? Fuck it. There we go. I pity the fool.
Yeah, so now I'm even more scared. I'm not fighting Andy Plajanos. I'm fighting Mr.
Right,
T.
I'm taking it all off so that we can get this. Let's get it on. All right, here we go, people.
Here we go.
This is it.
Big moment. Let me see if I can.
I'm here now. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, it is. It's super cool. Yeah.
I was hoping this.
It's all good. So, do you want to do like a 2 out of 3 falls or just straight up?
Oh, is that?
I mean,
That's one way to do it.
it's wrestling, like, and wrestling has its different.
All right, so the best of 3. That's what we're doing.
Yeah. We can do
All
that.
right. So now, how does this?
No.
So it's just like this.
It's this, and we go 1, 2,
2,
3,
3, and then it's on.
it's right on. So, but that was just as an example.
Okay.
All right.
Now look at the size. Oh, holy crap!
All right. Can I frame this? Can I?
Yeah,
can I
of
set
course.
this up? Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, to the 7 watching and the millions around the world who don't give a damn. Let's get ready to rumble.
Now, what about our left hands? Like, do they have to stay in a particular spot?
No, but they can't interfere in
right,
the whole thing.
right. But I just didn't know if they had to.
Right.
All right,
So, you ready? We'll start.
all right. Now, yeah. So who's
first?
So it's to our left. Right. Okay. All right.
1,
1, 2,
3,
3.
thumb war. Let's have a thumb war. 1, 2, 3.
Son of a bitch. Now, all right.
And you pulled it off
I was
the
just
table,
about to say that. I
but
can't
I
even
still
do that,
was
right?
able to.
Yes. So, I can't even do that, right? It's got to stay here.
It should, but
Right.
if you need to pull away, that's okay, Tony. I'm still gonna beat your fucking ass.
Look, it took you 1.1 seconds.
I told you. It's like you said. You were like, oh, like it's gonna take 2 minutes. 10 seconds. Well, look at this. We're wasting time.
Right. Just
at this
so I
point.
get 2 minutes.
So, you
All
ready
right.
for the next of 3 falls?
So now I'm copying you. I'm trying to get some height.
All right. So
All right.
1, 2, 3.
I'm scared. I'm backing off. And I pulled up again.
I told you I got tactics all day.
I know that. I see it, and I'm scared. You're just waiting. Hey, I keep pulling away. I can't
Yeah,
do
you
that. I can't pull away. I can't.
1, 2, 3. I was almost gonna throw. I do want to say I was almost gonna throw the second one to make it like dramatic. The third one.
But I was too easy.
Yeah, no,
fuck
I'm like
it.
I can't. No, fuck this one-legged motherfucker. But I digress.
Look, all right, so there I am laying dead.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
I took your woman, fool. Yeah, take it, bitch. I don't know. I am the greatest of all time.
look, I even got like that's the equivalent of
I know,
blood.
I feel bad.
I got ink. I got ink all over my dead thumb.
Getting weaker.
Tony Weaker.
You'll know better than to fucking challenge a guy next time.
Thanks a lot, Frender.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, that was.
Yeah. Don watching. Nice. I'm so happy you were able to fucking check in there, Don.
He's stopping work to watch this.
It's an event.
Right. See, that's what I was saying. I
That's
could
what I
not believe the size of Andy's thumb when he showed it to me this morning. I never.
Dude, I
never
knew
looked
you
at
were
your
walking
thumb.
into a trap. I'm driving going, yes, I can be the big dog again. I big dog Fremder the other day. I'm big dogging.
Yes, I did. I got thumped. Totally thumped. Wow. Fremder, this is 5 minutes of my life I can't get back.
Yeah, you can't.
This is your fault, Fremder. You came up with this.
Yeah, you're getting a producing credit when we get our daytime New York Emmy.
That's right. Don, what's your story next week? Next Friday, we got Fremder coming in. You got to come in and join us, and they'll do a thumb wrestle, and then the champion takes on you. The champion of that battle takes you.
Hey, you know what was it?
I'm now your manager since
I'm gonna kill them all and let
Yes.
God sort them out.
Exactly. Exactly.
The firm. Don't have thumb envy, Don. You're a fucking sexy grandpa, for Christ's sake.
Oh, that's.
I'd
yeah,
much
that's
rather
true.
be that.
So, Don says, let's make it happen.
Maybe,
That'd be
maybe we could
awesome.
just like get everybody, put it out to everybody, and maybe have like a big bracketed kind of thing. I'm obviously the champion right now. I would love to, but I'll go through the bracket too if that's.
So I'll have to get Laura Patton back in here.
Yeah.
So that'll be the next thing in the Giga Room. There used to be roast battles. Now it'll be thumb wrestling.
Come see your favorite fucking comedian thumb wrestle.
Wouldn't it be a bitch if Bosey became like the big champion because he's retiring from comedy?
Dude,
so maybe thumb wrestling is his future.
don't sleep on Bosey. Bosey would be somebody that I not that I'm afraid of, but I'd be cautious. I wouldn't do the same baiting shit that I was doing to you where I fucking laid dead. That's what my brother and I used to have to do to get the other one from coming from behind the rock.
Yeah.
We would have to you would just sit there and wait for them to come back around, and then you fucking judo throw them with your thumb.
I know, that's what I was doing. I was like just trying to taunt you by just poking you.
Yeah, but that's like too many people have done that to me that after a while you do it too many times. I'm gonna fucking time it, and I'm gonna fucking get it. I also have a fantastic defense that if I do go up against somebody who does have like a nice, strong, big, masculine thumb,
Unlike me,
rather than a feminine kind of thumb. What's great is I can keep fucking talking like this because you just have nowhere to go. You're gonna be like, yeah, you're right. So, but yeah, I think we should do a whole big thing. But and Yeah, Bozy. Don't sleep on Bozy. A lot, like with how fast he was.
Bosey strikes me as the type, not to mess with him. I bet if push came to shove, I could see him kicking ass.
Yeah, no, but everybody always like, oh, Bozy, but Bozy's fucking a strong dude. He does a physical, very physical job. So I know he sits in the fucking truck a lot, but when he gets out of it, boy howdy.
How are you at arm wrestling?
Nah, that I don't.
That's different.
Yeah, like I don't have the ligament strength to because my wrists, I think they used to call it double jointed. Like I could always get my thumb all the way down to my wrist. To my forearm.
I've never even tried that. I've never seen that position.
Yeah, you get it all the way down to the forearm.
I can.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So what ends up happening is once is my wrist, I just don't have that kind of wrist strength to be able, and I'm not that much of a dude that I have to be like, but I think Bozy, my money would be on Bozy or if Billy wanted to jump in, and because Billy's hands are fucking massive.
Yes,
they're like
I've noticed.
If this is like one of Billy's hands, is my two hands together.
Yeah.
Him I would be afraid of in a thumb wrestling battle.
Yes.
I did offer to say, I said to him, hey, do you want to come in? Because he's recovering, but he's having a hard time getting around. So.
Oh, is he? Yeah.
Yeah, but I was like, hey, come down. We're gonna do this fucking thumb wrestling thing. You want to see Tony get his ass beat or thumb beat, whatever. Both.
The GCTW, the Governor's
Comedy Club thumb wrestling championship. You have to put a C.
Yeah, that's what I was
just make it completely ridiculously long. Listen, brother, the GCCTWC has never seen a specimen like me. You could shoot all our wrestling promos.
Yeah, I think we're onto something. We got a whole new thing going on here.
Yeah,
thumb wrestling matches. Don's into it. Don, get here next Friday. Me, you, Andy, and Fremder. That'll be fun.
Oh my God,
that'll be a lot of fun.
Oh my God.
So Don, I haven't even talked to you. I hope your trip to Texas went well.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That looked great.
And then Don, what's happening tomorrow? Are you and Jay going to be at the lacrosse game? There's another one of those lacrosse games.
I found that since I have ESPN Plus, we can stream it and they show everything.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, it's the feed that you're watching.
So Jay was on ESPN too?
I think I didn't end up getting to that part, but it had everything else.
Oh, that's cool.
So
wow,
I'll have to see. You know what? I'll go back and I'll look and I'll let you know.
I am not Don. When's the next game after tomorrow? Because I have a murder mystery tomorrow night, so I can't make the game. But
I might try to make it with.
It was fun, right?
Well, Charlotte seems to really be into it.
So it's just you and Charlotte.
It would probably just be me and
Becca
Charlotte.
and Daphne.
Becca and Daphne were like,
yeah.
And what Daphne was making my wife do was they had to walk the concourse, and then they had to walk up every single gate.
Wow.
And they were angry at me because I wasn't looking for them.
Oh, right. I remember that. Yes. I remember them talking
because I was like, let me get this out of the way. Let me and then I was like, all right, now I'm talking to you.
That's great.
I'm putting up with this kind of shit. But the whole time Charlotte's sitting there watching it. And she's so like things like sports are so foreign to her. She's like, oh, I hate that they're booing the other team. And I'm like, but that's what home field advantage is.
Right.
That's why you have home games, and that's why they'll go to their place,
and they'll get
booed. And she's like, yeah, but that just doesn't seem right to me. And I'm like, it's just water is wet, the sky is blue, and you boo the other fucking team. I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
That, by the way, is a bastardized version of a Last Boy Scout line.
Okay.
With Bruce Willis.
Yep.
Another one of my favorites. Hudson Hawk. Has everybody watched Hudson Hawk yet? It's amazing.
Not yet. January 7th is the next game after the Saturday. That game I'll be at. And then he says, oh, Don's not even there this weekend.
That's the day after the Epiphany.
Oh, true.
And the future of the sleeves.
Yeah, he's not sure the future of the sleeves. Oh, that's awful.
You know, it's sad because, like, I would think, like, they could do, and I imagine they couldn't, but not necessarily that the sleaze has to be, like, a morbidly obese And I think I told you it looks like he has gills. Like that's how much I've never seen him with his shirt off. That's not true. I did see him with his shirt off
from that party.
No, not party. It was a roast battle. It was an underground roast battle during the pandemic, and it was Fat Jay versus Tim Thompson.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Tim fucking wrecked him.
Really?
Yeah, because Jay is great at ripping himself and working and ripping people into his act. And he's a decent roaster. But then to have him up against Tim, who is he's the cerebral assassin of roast battles,
yeah.
You know? Like
my buddy Nathan Norton, who I talk a lot about in here,
right.
and his girlfriend Stephanie, he's pretty good at it.
Right.
So maybe we should get New York City versus Long Island. I'll get Nathan and Tim to come in here and do a roast battle.
You have to see Tim because Tim is I don't know, like he's amazing, but he's also particular in what he does, which is smart.
Well, I talked to him about that yesterday because someone contacted Knockem Dead Comedy to do a roast, and so I was like, I'm not doing that. So I reached out to Keegan because Keegan's worked with Knockem Dead before.
Right.
He actually said, turned out he was booked. It's not until March, but he was booked already. But then he goes, the guy you want is Thompson. I was like, really? He goes, absolutely. And then,
yeah.
Tim's
really good. See, Billy's really fantastic, but it actually kind of mentally takes its toll on Billy because he really takes it very seriously, and like his writing just goes into this other level. But then he becomes obsessed with it. Of like whether he should go, too far or not too far and everything.
No such thing as too far. So I'm sad to hear that this might be it for the sleaze. I'm very curious to hear what this is about. And why
what I was going to say about the sleaze is like, doesn't have to be necessarily like just some fat dude, but like the sleaze does things like, and I don't know if they'd be allowed to do it, but like throws little fireworks.
Tries to take the kid down?
Yeah, well, not, like cartoonishly try to take the kid down.
Right. So not like kidnap his mom or something.
Right. Or that there's two sleazes, like that comes out over by where they all come in.
Right.
And after the kid passes that sleaze, well, all of a sudden there's another
comes out and just
and that guy
trips him.
Bolts out.
Right.
So that there is only one sleaze.
That's funny.
And then they can go, well, let's go to the videotape and like, oh, it's obvious that there was like another sleaze that,
That's
like,
great.
Just things like that, like spitballing.
What do you think? How do you think the audience would react though if like the sleaze just pulled out a gun and like shot the kid?
That would be awesome. I would love that. I'm a fan of murder.
Exactly.
Especially senseless murder over prize packs for local semi-professional lacrosse.
Oh, see, now I got a problem here. They want to replace the sleaze and use the mascot. They say the mascot doesn't have enough to do. Come on. See, these guys are getting it all wrong over there.
Well, that's the thing is the mascot is in a suit. If you want to kill that kid, go right ahead. That guy's not gonna you would need a different person, but even then you're asking them to be in a full outfit, and they're just not like you're gonna kill somebody.
And the job of the mascot is to be in the audience and to rev everybody up and get them going.
The sleaze is great because it's a bad guy.
Right.
Like if anything, what they should do is get the jersey of whatever team they're playing. And the sleaze is wearing that. So even the people who love the idea of the sleaze,
right?
That is and then when they're interviewing the sleaze is like, hey, San Diego is way better town than this. What? It's Long Island. It's a whole island they're talking about. Where San Diego's just a city. It just goes to show you how much better they are.
Exactly.
Like really do the heel kind of fucking thing.
I'd rather watch Jay as a sleaze any day of the week, says Don.
Oh, no, don't get me wrong. Likewise.
Right.
But there should be more of a repertoire than just running around, that he truly is cheating.
Well, like Jay did. He actually did cut.
And I love that Jay came in and then was like, I won.
Right.
That's so great.
Very funny. I thought Jay was fantastic. They can't take away the sleaze. The mascot. That's stupid.
I understand where they're coming from, but maybe use the mascot. The mascot's no longer in the stands. The guy dresses like the sleaze. Like if they want to do that, but the mascot, the guy in the outfit, that ain't gonna be cool.
Well, I'm sure I told you that the first year the Long Island Ducks independent baseball, the first year they were here, 1999 or 2000, I did one game as Quacker Jack, and it was torture.
Yeah.
Torture, and I had to do that. I had to race a kid around the bases. I sweat so. I'm telling you, I lost 10 pounds that day.
You could really actually.
This was because now guys will tell you they have fans inside these things. Like the ventilation is so much different. They didn't have that 20-something years ago when I did it. I couldn't see because it got all fogged up. Back in my day,
when I had to race against children at a cheesy minor league sporting event.
Right. And you don't send the kid home. You don't believe me? Let's fight about it.
You make them limp, they'll remember you. I don't want to go to a Ducks game. I don't want to fuck with Quacker Jack. That man plays for keeps. Jay was awesome. I would love to see Jay again, but I think adding other cheating techniques would be
that way Jay doesn't have to run.
Yeah. Well, even it would be hilarious is that there's some sort of like tent almost, and Jay makes it through the tent, and that's when they start the kid, and out comes this super fast, like in shape guy dressed as
that would be funny,
and beats the kid, and then they go back and they're like, wait a second.
That would be great. See, Don, have them hire Andy. He'll come up with good ideas over there.
Please don't have them hire. They sound like they sound like a really legit, like they're into doing this, but I think I'm a little too on the cutting edge of murder.
Our Thumb Wrestling League needs the sleeves.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea.
We should actually have like a race where somebody runs from opposite ends of the club to get around back here. And be like, what happened to Jay? I don't know. I saw him in the bar.
Now you got me thinking, like, should I feel like every day next week I should, like, bring in people to thumb wrestle. And then they, like, somehow bracket it down to a single winner who has to take you on.
Fetish for you. Hey, kid, do you want to thumb wrestle?
I want to thumb wrestle.
I can't do it with adults because they beat me too easily. So I like to go up against kids. It's more Little Rascals, fucking pedophilia. I wish I could thumb wrestle Alfalfa. He seems like he'd be good.
Hey, Darla, I'm going to put my thumb in your hood.
Oh.
Wow. Well, that was her name, Darla Hood.
Way off.
That was her name,
That was
Darla
so over
Hood.
the line.
Ah.
It was great. It was
Thanks.
great. It was great. I'm just saying that. So
I appreciate that. Yeah, good. All right. I guess it's just about time for us to go. I'm wrestling with this. I don't know. All right. You know what? Screw it. Let's do it because I'm all set up.
Ooh, let's do
Frank, join in on the Zoom. If you guys remember, I think it was it the uncle?
You made your brother fucking.
Oh yeah, I was like, well, I think he watches anyway. I think. Yeah. See, he just commented, so I think he's been watching. I think it was the Uncle Louie guys. We had them on one time, and the Zoom. We had perfect video on the Zoom, but the audio was all messed up. And I haven't tried it since because I'm still new with this software that we're using for Twitch.
I've never done this before, so I'm not sure how I'm supposed to act.
It's a new technology that we could be risking
I'm always
our lives.
With things like that, I always think of the woman who claims that she's a virgin on an airplane, or is that it's Airplane 2? It's just we're in this life or death situation, and I'm so nervous. There's a whole line.
All right, so I was going to bring Frank on just to see if we can get the audio and the video to work, because I think we were hearing there was another. Who was the other?
I just heard a thing.
Oh yeah, there was another interview I did on Zoom. Modi, what the hell is his first name? Comedian Modi.
Oh right, yeah,
very funny guy.
Right?
And I heard him the whole time and had a great interview.
That's because I was like frantically like fucking going, dude.
And I had no idea. So I went back and I told him, so I'm really sorry. He still to this day won't talk to me. Yeah, he hates me. So so I want to try all this out. All right.
Well, I see Frank Walker.
Yeah. Do you see? You hear us? You don't see us though, right?
I hear him through these.
Yeah, I hear. All right. So you guys tell me if you hear him, because we just heard him. All right. Now give me. You guys tell me if you hear him, because we just heard him. All right. Now give me. You guys tell me if you hear him.
Yeah, we only hear like. That's you.
Frank, you see the rainbow now? You see
Frank, do you know the soliloquy from Macbeth in Act 1? I think it's Scene 3. Out, damn spot.
Okay.
Taste the rainbow.
Let's see. What am I doing wrong?
I can't tell on my thing, so I'm not even gonna. Yeah, somebody else. Hey, from DA. Or Don. Hello. Is there anybody out there?
What do you see now? My name? Why can't I get the camera going?
You press the little up button thing, right? Or
yeah, and it shows that it's on. Now you see that
the wheel.
That wheel.
Taste the wheel.
All right. So Don says, can't see
Don
or
saying
hear.
can't see.
Well, all right. So hang on. Let's get to that. All right. So you can, Frank, say something.
But from Hamlet, I think it's Act 3. Might be Scene 2.
You guys still don't see him out there?
The slings and arrows of outrageous fortune. You see you on your Twitch screen? Okay. So that's
but they're
yeah. Don saying.
Yeah, they're saying they can see you, but they don't hear you. Yeah, that's the problem I was having last time.
Now, is it anything that the board can help us with, or
No, I don't think so. I think Discord is easier, and all Twitch channels do this through Discord. All right, I'm gonna have to look up Discord and figure out what that even is. Let me see. Zoom chat. Let's see.
Outside of the dragon from My Little Pony Friendship's Biz Magic.
Scarlet is working.
Locking it down. Let's see. Tony set up a Discord channel, and I will put you in touch with my friend.
Yeah, Discord has many more features than Zoom. All right, I'll have to figure that out.
Well, just know he might be a little slow on it because that thumb is going to be needing some time to recover.
I'm having a hard time working the mouse with this thumb.
Frank, did you not do the right thing as an older brother and just thumb wrestle him into like needing to become a better thumb wrestler? What kind of older brother things did you do to him?
Not much.
Oh, the fact that you're calling them play fights, I get it.
Yeah. He
put your head through the wall.
He did.
Just for the people who can't hear.
Yes, that's true. They still can't hear him, right?
That's okay. I'll do the repeating what Frank said. Oh wow, really? Tony's got really small balls. He's like always trying to show you. Oh wow, Frank. This is a lot of stuff you're getting to. I don't know if I'm even allowed to repeat some of this.
I don't know what I'm missing here.
A leg.
I don't know I don't know why the sound isn't coming through. Damn it! I was hoping to figure this out so I can. All right, so New York Girl is saying I shouldn't even bother and I should just find out how to work Discord. All right, I guess I'll have to do one of those.
How about you try to work Discord? Oh! Thank you for the assist, New York girl.
There's nothing here, I don't think, on this end. Let me just try this.
Frank, there are more than two genders. You can stop this rant. Gender is a social construction.
I wonder if this is... Frank, say something.
Microphone checker.
No.
Microphone checker.
All right. Yeah, I'm giving up.
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it, though.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Though that is a really racist thing to say. And I have no response.
Yeah, now we just have to hang up on him for being so racist. Goodbye.
Thanks, man.
All right. Yeah, sorry we couldn't.
Well, that was very nice of him to.
Yeah, absolutely it was. Yes.
To rant about who owns the media.
All right. Stop this Zoom craziness, says New York girl. Come hang with the cool kids in Discord. All right, now what happened? Did you give me somebody to raid a few minutes ago?
Yeah. So it's a little while back.
Let's see. Oh, all right, there it is. So let me see if I remember this right. I think I have to write raid with the slash, and then let's see, where'd it go?
There it is.
Human dilemma.
You can't highlight it and Control-C, Control-V or anything?
Well, no, because that's not exactly what I have to...
Oh.
Let's see if this works. Oh, I spelled dilemma wrong. Right?
Yeah, she ended up rewriting
Two M's. Okay. Let's see if this works. And it looks like it did not.
Is there a space in there?
Yeah,
The slash
I thought that's what I had to do. Maybe not. Let's try raid. Oops. Hope I spelled it right. Raid human dilemma. Let's see if that works. That doesn't do anything either. Ah, shit. What? See, I need to get Kenny back from the other day to tell me what I did wrong.
Where's he gonna start?
Yeah, true. You know what? Let me do this. Let me do that. Yeah, so that's taking me to...
Yeah, but then would there be a button?
A button? A button?
Button. That would be really easy.
So here's Human Dilemma. We're looking at their Twitch channel right now. Oh, yeah, there they are. Okay. So, yeah, is there a way to just...
I wonder that. Yeah, usually share.
Share. More options. Report. No, I don't want to report them. Is there a way to...
I wonder if you have to
maybe I'll just ask them on... Maybe I'll ask on this. Just that. Let's see.
New York girl just said good morning. Welcome to the show.
Let's see. All right. How to...
A little later, Tony and I are going to be...
How to
thumb
raid
wrestling.
a show on Twitch.
How to use raid.
Just
spray on the
damn
roach,
thing.
yeah.
How do raids work? Oh, what's that?
Oh, slash raid.
Slash first. Aha!
Order matters, as they say in math.
Slash raid. And then maybe the space human dilemma.
That I didn't see, but I imagine.
This channel has follower or subscriber only chat. Oh, so I got to follow them first. All right, so...
I was going to say, that was what I was about to say before. Is like
I didn't follow the guy I rated the other day. I didn't do that. I didn't follow him first. What is going on this show?
Yeah, but maybe they are at the level that any other guy wasn't.
All right, so let's do this again. Raid.
Oh, my God.
Human dilemma.
New raid, mine says.
Already have a raid in progress.
Yeah, so it did let you.
So it did work the first time.
Yeah.
And then, all right, so I'm looking at their...
And they have me. My Twitch says new raid, has this box I've never seen before that says new raid,
look at that.
and it says leave.
All right, so it gives you the option of going to that channel. Okay. All right, so with that, we're going to sign off. I don't think there's a Donversations tonight. I'm not sure. Don didn't send me one. And then there's no green room tomorrow. So join us on Monday, and we'll get the latest on the Chris Cassandro dilemma, not the human dilemma, the Chris Cassandro dilemma.
I hope it worked out.
And then Andy and I will wrestle with our penises next Friday.
That's like every day for me. So again, you're backing into something you don't want any part of.
Chris Cassandro Monday, Jay and Dan on Tuesday, I hope, and
Thursday is Marla
and Laura. Friday, the two Andys. There we go. Everybody have a great weekend. Go over to Human Dilemma and raid them and see what that even means. All right. Everybody have a great weekend, and we'll see you guys later. Don't forget govs.com. Get yourself make yourself some reservations to a lot of great comedy shows this weekend. You can see a lot of great comedy shows this weekend, like let's see, Janice Massetti, Tim Saliani, Laura Patton, Kathy Arnold, Sal Governale, Billy Mira, Eric Haft, Willie Jackson. Lots of great comedy going on. So go to govs.com. We'll see you guys later. Have a great weekend.
Bye.